Hello there, friends, and welcome to the best spread I have ever done in my life. Hello there, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new around these parts, hello, thank you so much for clicking in today's video. I am doing a plan with me for the week of January 20th, and I'm using this winter warmth kit. We all know this week was hot for reeking garbage, but this spread is so good. It's so good. And I think I kind of did this on a whim. Like, this was not, I'm like 95% sure this wasn't the kit I was planning to use for this week that I put in my kit lineup. I think it was probably Frosted Dreams or something, like that new Kitnish Jess winter art that I was going to do. And I was like, nah, I'm going to bump that to February. I was like, I really want to use this kit because I really like the foil pairing and I feel like it's going to look real good. And y'all, this is my best work of 2025. At least my best work of 2025 so far. At least. I am obsessed with how good this turned out. As a matter of fact, this isn't even like the next voiceover I'm supposed to do. Like, I was supposed to do it for another video, but I was like, nah, I have to do it for this one. So let me get into what I'm using. I'm using Winter Warmth from Caress Press. This is Darcy DeBo's art. So like, it starts and ends there. It starts and it ends there because it's Darcy DeBo's art. Like, what else do you need? And I got the pine, I think they're called pine or pine tree underlays from Scribble Prints Co., like the solid underlays she does. And then I paired it with a lavender hollow gold hollow mixed metal foil bundle from SPC. I was actually inspired to use this foil from Andrea because she used it when she planned with this kit, I don't know, last year maybe. And I was like, oh my gosh, I really love how this looks. So I did totally copy her on the foil inspiration for this, but I think what sets this off is those pine underlays. Like, they're just so good. And I think when she did her spread, she hadn't started doing this, but I was just like, oh my gosh. So I'm obsessed. The pine tree does, or the pine underlays really meld pretty well with the green in this kit. So as you can see, when I put it on the green columns, because I did decide to color block because gorge, and I haven't color blocked in a while actually, but as you can see, it really blends into the pine almost so you can't see the glitter headers, and the green really blends in too. So when I start putting down the functionals, you'll see that it blends in kind of a lot, which probably is my only thing I didn't love about it, but the rest is just so good that I was like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. This is too stinking good. So anyways, clearly I'm obsessed with this spread, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, so that's everything that I used. Obsessed with how this turned out. So glad I changed my mind and used this kit. I think for next spread, I'm going to use the Winter Kisses like Paris one as a good transition from January to February. And then that means I'll probably switch up my February kit lineup as well, but it's all good. None of that's usually set in stone to begin with, so it's all good. Sometimes I just sit down and go where the wind takes me, but yeah, I'm obsessed. And then I did just the regular bougie box overlays over the pine underlays, the bougie box underlays over the pine underlays, and they're just so good. You'll see when the washi goes down. It's just okay. I'm gonna stop obsessing over this. This is too much. Okay. Anyways, y'all, I am so exhausted today. I have been, I would say for a while now, just like doing matcha lattes in the morning, and they have been everything. I think I'm addicted now, which is a whole nother problem we can discuss in another video. But today I was like, nope, I'm just going to make some coffee at home and call it a day, y'all. And I had the coffee and I'm having such a crash. Like, I can't explain to you. Like, I'm having such a crash right now. So I think I'm gonna have to go back to, and I'm clearly yawning, so it didn't do its job. But I feel like I might just have to go back to freaking matcha lattes because I've been trying to pay attention to what I eat and drink and how I feel after, just to like listen to my body more. And obviously to clean up my eating habits, definitely. And yeah, coffee has not been it. And I feel like I don't have it as much anymore, but this is Cafe with Anna. So that's like, that's really messing with my head. Like, am I supposed to call it matcha lattes with Anna? Lattes with Anna? Oh God. No, the branding. Oh, the product. No. I'm being dramatic. It's gonna stay Cafe with Anna over here. I'm not gonna change the name, but it's hilarious that I was like, when I was thinking of the name, I was like, it's got to be something that's not gonna change, and like, my love for coffee is never gonna change. And I didn't think to take into account that your age is gonna change. Oh my God. Anyways, yeah, so I'm just crashing right now. So if I sound a little wild, I do apologize in advance. But so y'all remember, um, when was it? It was around Thanksgiving, I feel like. I should remember the day. I remember the time, but I can't remember the day. But I feel like it was in November when I heard that Juan Soto, the Juan Soto, signed with the New York Metropolitans. If you're new around here, we love baseball and we love the New York Mets. That's my team. That's always been my team. It's not anything new just because all of a sudden they're like the in thing. They've been my team for ever. So it was a big, big stinking deal when we signed Juan Soto, and y'all caught some of my reaction to that in, I think, one or two videos that I did around that time, where it was all the hype and everyone that was reporting every day, like, where's he going to sign? Where do we think he's going to sign? What do we predict he's going to get? Like, that's all that was circulating in the baseball world around that time. So fast forward to now, the New York Mets have signed Juan Soto. And I remember then, during those videos, like, y'all are so sweet, because some of you were like, I have no idea who this is and I could not care less about baseball, but I'm so excited for you because you sound so excited, and like, true stick and love y'all for that deep down. Like, internet friends are really the shit. Like, internet friends are where it's at. But to put into context like how big of a deal this is, which I can't even believe I'm saying this, but if you were like, yeah, like, okay, your team signed a superstar player, like, that's amazing, great. But to like put into context how big of a deal this is, the New York Mets have released part one of a two-part documentary about pursuing Juan Soto. And I am like, wait, what? Like, when I heard that this was happening, I was like, I'm sorry, you have a documentary about pursuing Juan Soto? What is this? What is going on? So, you bet your bottom freaking dollar that I'm gonna be sitting my ass on this couch later and watching that with Bay. I already told him, I'm like, so we're gonna get some hibachi or something. And we're gonna sit here and we're going to watch part one of this documentary. And like, I saw a little, like, I don't know if it was a teaser or a trailer they released, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so intense. Like, y'all know what I mean. They got the music playing in the background, the drama of it all. I'm like, this is the best thing. Like, it is such a fun time to be a Mets fan, I have to tell you. It's incredibly difficult to be a Mets fan. Like, the heart palpitations and the cold sweats and the oh my God and the Mets metting is very much a real thing. But also, it's such a fun time right now to be a Mets fan. There's so many fun things that they're doing. Like, I think I had mentioned to y'all that I stepped away from baseball for a while, really, and just didn't follow it as much because I was so kind of caught up in my own life, and I moved here to Mass, and the games weren't as accessible, and so I kind of just fell off, and I was like pulling, like, at that point in my life, like 16-hour days, so I really didn't have time for anything that wasn't work, homework, class, sleep, eat. That was it. That was my life during that time because I was going to school. And It's so different now. Like, it's so wild. Like, they're doing all these fun things with social media, and they're doing like fun interviews with the players and like games with the players. It's just like it's just a different vibe. I don't know if all teams are doing this on their social media accounts or if they're just fun. I think they're just fun, to be honest with you. And oh my gosh, sorry, y'all. I need some water. Okay, so sorry. That's my cue that I'm talking too much and getting too excited. But like, can you blame me? Anyways, so I was just I had like an epiphany for a moment. I think a couple days ago when I was just thinking about like the New York baseball teams, right? The Yankees and the Mets, always like rivals, et cetera, et cetera. And I was thinking like, because I've been following a lot of like Mets podcasters and like folks that cover it, journalists, quote unquote, on YouTube that really cover it. And it's been fun. And I follow one of them that was like, we're getting so many Latin players. Like he even like jokingly referred to the team as Los Mets, which facts, which is true. And I remember thinking like last season at one point, like probably when I was watching the playoffs, I'm like, there's not really a lot of Latin players on the Yankees. And when you think about New York, like there's a huge Latinx population in New York, right? So it's always like, I thought that was interesting, but I didn't really think much of it. And now I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Because one of the things that has been talked about a lot with why Juan Soto signed with the Mets, other than the incredibly large amount of money that he's getting paid, which is obscene. I want to remind you all, obscene. Is like their emphasis on family and like the perks that included benefits for his family. And I'm like, oh my gosh, duh. Like, as a Latina myself, I know that the thing that we probably hold the most, one of the most valued things for us, is family. And so, of course, it makes sense since they have, it's been talked about a lot in the media how they've created such great spaces for the players' families that, of course, that would draw more Latin players there because that's all we care about. Like at the end of the day, it's all about family. So I don't know. I just had like that epiphany and I'm like, duh, Anna, you know this, you live this. So it's just really cool to kind of see how things have changed, like how the organization has changed under new leadership. And it's an exciting time to be a Mets fan. Now, who knows what's going to happen during the season, but still an exciting time right now, at least. So we're going to run with that. And I think the season for them is starting in a couple weeks, right? I'm pulling up the calendar to see. Yeah, I think it starts the 27th. I kind of wish it started the 28th, that Friday, because I work from home on the 28th, but the 27th, I'll be at work. Like, there's no way out of it. I will be at work. But yeah, so opening day is right around the corner. Super pumped for that. And I still think it's hilarious that they have a 2-part documentary about pursuing a free agent. Oh my God. Did the Dodgers do this for Shohei Ohtani? Because that's like, I feel like that's the equivalent. Let me know, Dodgers fans. If there's any Dodgers fans watching, did the Dodgers do something like this for Shohei Ohtani? Because, like, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I live for it, though. I live for it. But yeah, so that's my Mets baseball update. Otherwise, after having my coffee and crashing, I actually was working on, which I think was part of the reason that I'm tired, but it sounds ridiculous. But I was working on sticker storage, like sticker kit storage specifically. I was like organizing that into binders. I did all my Halloween and Christmas kits. Like I put those together in a binder, and then I did another one for summer fall kits. So I just did both of those. And like, y'all, I have so many stinking kits. I should count them and tell you. I didn't actually count. I just like, I thought that I would be able to do fall, Halloween, and Christmas kits in one binder, but the Halloween and Christmas kits were two, which I should know because like, especially for Halloween, I should know. They're too much. They're too much. So hold on. I am going to sit here right now. You can probably hear my chair rolling and tell you how many I have. Hold for further traffic clearance. But oh my gosh, it's amazing because I feel like I'm decluttering and organizing, which is a great feeling. But I'm also like, I got a lot of dang kits, bro. Like, oh my God. All right, let's see. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I have 11 Halloween kits. 11 Halloween kits, y'all. For what? For what do I have 11 Halloween kits? Oh, I'm sorry. 12, 13 Halloween kits. There are 2 that I need to store that I haven't actually. So I'm going to do that now. And then, so 13. I'm writing this down because I will forget. So 13 Halloween kits. And then I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 Christmas kits. And I'm still going through Christmas, so I probably have a few more than those because I'm still going through Christmas in my 2024 planner. I actually filmed 1 or 2 of the rewind spreads. I just need to voice them over, which I should have voice overed one of them before this one. That's what I was mentioning earlier, but did I know? Yeah, so 10 Christmas kits, probably more once I get through December for last year, because I always kind of have extra in my kit lineup binder just in case I change my mind or something, or I want to swap something out. So like 13 Halloween kits, 10 Christmas kits. Okay, do not let me get any more of these. Do you understand? I need y'all to, when you see me scrolling, I need you to rip the debit card out of my hand. Rip the credit card out of my hand. I need y'all. I need y'all to hold me accountable. And don't let me buy any more dang kits. Like 13 Halloween kits. It's going to take me presumably, let's see, 1? Well, if I do 2 months of Halloween, it'll take me like 1.5 seasons to get through it. Like, oh my God. Anyways, so that is just a taste. I did summer and fall too, but I'm not going to go through and count that. But I have a lot of kits, basically. And I mean, at this point, unfortunately, it feels like less and less art is coming out. So maybe this is the time I'm going to be obligated to dig through my stash more, even though I miss artists. And, you know, I've talked about this before. It just feels like a downtime for art and artists and shop owners in the community. So trying times, but I hope this encourages me at the very least, to shop my stinking stash, which I think I've done okay with. So we'll see how it ends up wrapping up, but I am hopeful about that. So that's what I was doing earlier, and then I crashed, and here I am getting through this voiceover, hopefully. Okay, friends, as I sit here, I took a mini break because I wanted to go through my March kit lineup. I think it's good, and I think I'm going to have time to film it after this voiceover. I'm feeling good about it. At first, I thought I didn't have the foil I needed, so I was like, I think I'm going to hold off a little bit, but now I'm only really missing foil for 1 kit. So I'm going to go ahead and film this lineup after this voiceover, and then I started putting together the makings of my April kit lineup. That one's still kind of up in the air because I have things going on in April that I'm not necessarily ready to share, nor do I know if I'm gonna do any art for it yet. I'm not sure. I'm very much unsure on whether or not I'm going to do art for it. I feel like I have kits that could work for it, so I'm kind of like, do you want to invest the time and money in exclusive art for it? Questionable at the moment. Questionable. So that's kind of on the back burner while I figure that out. But then I'm also like, oh, you have all these kits you could use. And this is, again, where I go into the space of, oh, I can get myself another planner and then use all these other kits I want to use. And that's a slippery slope, as y'all know, because then I don't end up using the planner. Like I get it and I don't end up having time to plan in the other one, but I feel like I'm in a decent groove with planning right now. So I feel good about that. And I also feel good about the fact that I'm going to have more time moving forward to plan if I get another planner like at this moment in time. So I feel good about those things. But like, am I going to do it just to be like planning double time for, the next few months and then fall behind? Does it matter because I won't film in it? I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with all of this, but just know I'm definitely contemplating another planner again, which I know is probably not a great idea, but here we are. Here we are, sometimes making questionable decisions because that's life, is it not? Is it not? It is. So that's where I'm at. Can't wait to do my March kit lineup. I think that's going to be really, really fun. And I really need to get through my Christmas spreads for 2024 because it's taking up a lot of space in my kit lineup binder because I'm so behind and I'm so ready to like empty it out and like dedicate it to where I'm actually at. So yeah, we're going to get there. I'm not going to put pressure on myself. We're going to get there. Just slower. And then I have these conversations with myself and I'm like, look at you struggling again with 2 planners. Why are you talking about getting another one? If you can relate, let me know down below. Let me know down below if you can relate because you got too many kits and you want to use them all, but also no. Anyways. So I'm glad I was able to do a lot of that kit organization because I do feel good. I feel like I'm transitioning into that spring break kind of cleaning mode. Oh, you can see how I messed up the placement of these stickers here. And I'm like, ugh. I was going back and forth. Like, I really don't want to pull this up. Like, how much do I care? Clearly I cared too much. So, but yeah, I'm glad that I was able to get those stickers organized and I'm really like going into a bit of a like spring cleaning mode. It's been a little easier for me because I've been not necessarily off, but work has been much lighter these days. And I was off for a period of time to help my mom recover from surgery. So life has been a little slower, which then allows me to focus my time on some other things. So it's going to ramp up for a little bit, but then it'll calm down again. So I'm looking forward to that calm down period. But yeah, I guess we'll see where we land on the April kit lineup. Anyways, I feel like anytime I think about spring cleaning, it feels like such a bear that I'm like, no, I'm good. Like my bed sounds way better than spring cleaning right now. I feel like that's how I end up getting into the mode, and then spring is over and I'm like, all right, well, there's always next spring, as if I can't clean at any other time that isn't spring. Whatever excuse. But yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on. I think for the channel, what went live last? It was Nordic Nights. I think this might go live next. And then maybe I'll do a rewind plan with me and then the March kit lineup. Or maybe I'll do the March kit lineup before the rewind plan with me. I don't even have a voiceover for that plan with me yet. So we may end up with March 1st, honestly. But I'm excited that I'm getting into more of a groove, I feel like, with filming and not leaving y'all hanging quite as much as I was doing before. So here's to hoping that continues because y'all, I'm just better when I'm enjoying this hobby. I feel like when I'm able to enjoy it, I'm in just a better headspace. I don't know. But yeah, so that is all that I've got. I know that I'm finishing up. I hope you guys enjoyed this spread. Let me know if you have already used this kit, what you paired, like what foil did you use with it? Because I'm really interested to see some of the different foil options. I think I've seen someone use like a lilac or a lavender, like that light purple color. And then I think I saw someone else use wiggles. I think that's it for variations with this kit. I feel like you could have used some matte colors too, which would have been pretty, but let me know if you've already used this kit and it's a bit older. I think the art is a bit older, I think. So if you have used it, let me know what foil you used down below. But otherwise, thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate you spending some time with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and subscribe for more planning content and follow me on the IG for all of my shenanigans. I love this mental breakdown sticker. Can we just talk about it? I love it so much. This was definitely the mental breakdown week, as we know what happened this trash ass week. So anyways, I think I'm about to do a wiggle. I was gonna end the video, but I think I'm about to do a wiggle. Let's see. Oof, editing me needs a refresher. Here we go. There is my sad wiggle. I hope y'all enjoyed. I think I'm gonna flip through the remains, but thanks again so much for listening to me ramble and ramble on for 26 minutes. Y'all are the real MVPs. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.